All right, there's news just coming in from the capital. Patiala House Court has ordered that former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal should be taken into custody. That's the order coming out from Patiala House Court. Arvind Kejriwal has been in news today ever since he apologized to the electorate of Delhi. Well, this we believe is in connection with a case that was filed against Kejriwal by Nitin Gadkari, a defamation case. In fact, he was also supposed to file a bail bond, and he is likely to be produced on the 23rd of May. That's the latest we are getting to know. Arvind Kejriwal has been taken into judicial custody in the Nitin Gadkari defamation case. Well, that's the big news coming in at this point. Jaskirat Singh Bawa is joining us. Jaskirat, just take us through the details of this dramatic development. Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party leader, has been taken into judicial custody, we believe.
Well, very early today, Arvind Kejriwal made it clear, and his lawyers also made it clear, that on the basis of principle, they will not be filing any bail bond, which was for 10,000 rupees in the Nitin Gadkari defamation case, saying that this is a political case and not a criminal case. On that principle, when they reconvene at 4 p.m. at the Patiala House Court in front of Metropolitan Magistrate Gomti Manocha, she asked once again, do you want to file a bail bond? It was almost all done. At the last moment, Arvind Kejriwal refused by a nod of the head, a simple gesture, for not filing the bail bond. Order was given to the police personnel present in the courtroom to take Kejriwal into custody. We are learning from the legal teams of Nitin Gadkari that the next date of hearing will be the 23rd of May, which is when Kejriwal will be produced. But the custody is not only because he's convicted of any such thing. This is a trial that is ongoing. He was supposed to be present. There are some procedures that have to be fulfilled when you're an accused and a trial is commenced. The mood of the court in the morning, even in the morning when the judge observed, was that if you are representing the Aam Aadmi Party, then you have to behave like an Aam Aadmi. And in a normal course, as per procedure, a bail has to be sought, which Kejriwal in this case refused, and as a consequence to that, has now been taken into custody.
So Arvind Kejriwal has been taken into custody for non-payment of bail bond. We're getting some reactions.
इस तरीके से जिस प्रकार से साधारण व्यक्ति क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड के तहत बेल बॉन्ड देता है, बेल बॉन्ड देंगे, पर्सनल बॉन्ड देंगे 10,000 की ट्यून का, लेकिन केजरीवाल जी ने पहले हाँ करते हुए फिर इनकार कर दिया और उनकी इनकारी पर जो होता है कानूनी प्रक्रिया में उनको अरेस्ट कर दिया गया कोर्ट ही में, और यहीं से उनको जुडिशियल कस्टडी में ले जाया जाएगा। अगली तारीख 23 की नियुक्त हुई है। 23 को मैटर फिर मेट्रोपॉलिटन मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने सुनवाई आगे होगी उसमें।
All right, that was Pinky Anand, Nitin Gadkari's counsel, giving out details of what happened at the Patiala House Court. Former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal appeared before the court in connection with the defamation case that was filed against him by BJP leader Nitin Gadkari. Kejriwal told the court that he will not furnish a bail bond in this case as the case is of a political nature. Instead, he tried to give an assurance to the court that he would be present for every hearing. The court in turn ordered that he should be taken to judicial custody, and the next hearing has now been posted for the 23rd of this month. We'll try and reconnect with our reporters to get more details about this particular case, which Nitin Gadkari, the former BJP chief, had filed against the Aam Aadmi Party founder and its chief Arvind Kejriwal for the refusal of paying bail bond. He is now been ordered by the court to be taken into judicial custody. The next hearing in this case is now on the 23rd of May. Well, Arvind Kejriwal, in fact, was summoned by the court for describing Nitin Gadkari as a corrupt person. In fact, Kejriwal's counsel told the court that in earlier defamation cases against him, Kejriwal was granted bail on the undertaking that he had given that he would be personally present in the court for every hearing. He wanted to give the same sort of undertaking this time around as well, but the court has ordered that Arvind Kejriwal should be taken into judicial custody. Jaskirat Singh Bawa is back with us. Jaskirat, just give us some more details about this case, because there are several such cases against Arvind Kejriwal of defamation that have been filed in which he has termed people corrupt. Why in this particular case the court has taken this view?
Well, this case is not very different from any other case, but this is only a matter of procedure. It's just incidental that in this particular case it reached the stage where Arvind Kejriwal was in fact asked to file a bail bond. In fact, on an earlier particular hearing in this case, he was not present, for which he was even fined. In this case, of course, that and the reason given was about the fact that election obligations and campaigning obligations. Right now, the only reason it's not because this is an exceptional case or because of the stage at which this case was, and that is the stage for Arvind Kejriwal to file a bail bond of 10,000 rupees. On a refusal to file that bail bond, as per procedure and norm, he was taken into custody. It wasn't because of any particular act or any particular change of that resulted in that. The crime, the alleged crime over here of that of criminal defamation remains just about the same. But because of the refusal to file that bail bond, which in most cases normally is filed for, which Kejriwal said he's doing on principal grounds, he was taken into custody. It is evident from our communication with Arvind Kejriwal's legal team and of course from Aam Aadmi Party members who were present outside the courtroom that this is something that of course we would like to take a stand on.
All right, so what exactly does it mean now that the court has ordered he will be taken into judicial custody? Where is Arvind Kejriwal going to be till the next hearing in this case, which has been posted for the 23rd of this month?
That's correct. 23rd is the next date of hearing for the next 48 hours. Now, until then, he will be in judicial custody. It's going to be not a police custody, but a judicial custody. Let us understand, he's not been convicted of anything. He's only being taken into judicial custody for the time being until the next date of hearing. To give the viewers a background over here, the fact of the matter that Nitin Gadkari was named as one of the corrupt politicians by Arvind Kejriwal, to which Nitin Gadkari took serious exception and filed this defamation case. It is a result of that defamation case. So this was done on January 31st. Gadkari's complaint was made on January 31st. Almost immediately, the list in fact was released on January 31st when Kejriwal was still the Chief Minister of Delhi at that time, and subsequent to that list, this complaint was filed, and we have seen today as a result of that complaint being filed as a matter of due course of law, because of the failure to or the refusal to file the personal bail bond, Kejriwal has now been taken into custody.
All right, after he refused to file the bail bond, the court has ordered that he should be taken into judicial custody. The next hearing now on the 23rd. Let's also listen into Pinky Anand, the counsel for Nitin Gadkari in this case, what she had to say about the court order.
आज 4 बजे जज साहब ने ऑर्डर किया कि केजरीवाल जी किसी भी साधारण व्यक्ति की तरीके से, जिस प्रकार से साधारण व्यक्ति क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड के तहत बेल बॉन्ड देता है, बेल बॉन्ड देंगे, पर्सनल बॉन्ड देंगे 10,000 की ट्यून का। लेकिन केजरीवाल जी ने पहले हाँ करते हुए फिर इनकार कर दिया और उनकी इनकारी पर जो होता है कानूनी प्रक्रिया में उनको अरेस्ट कर दिया गया कोर्ट ही में, और यहीं से उनको जुडिशियल कस्टडी में ले जाया जाएगा। अगली तारीख 23 की नियुक्त हुई है, 23 को मैटर फिर मेट्रोपॉलिटन मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने सुनवाई आगे होगी उसमें।
Let's once again go back to Jaskirat Singh Bawa, who's getting us the very latest from Patiala House Court here in Delhi, which has ordered that former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal should be sent to judicial custody for his refusal to file the bail bond in the defamation case that has been filed against him by Nitin Gadkari. Just take us through what exactly were the arguments really that were made by Arvind Kejriwal's counsel today in court. Why did he refuse to file this bail bond? It seems we've lost that line. We'll try and reconnect with our correspondent. Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to judicial custody. In fact, that's the court order from Patiala House Court here in Delhi. This is in connection with a defamation case that was filed by former BJP chief Nitin Gadkari. This after Arvind Kejriwal called him corrupt. Remember, on the 31st of January, Arvind Kejriwal had released a list of India's most corrupt people, and it included several names, including that of Nitin Gadkari. Nitin Gadkari had filed a defamation case against the former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and it was in connection with the hearing in the case today at Patiala House Court that he has now been ordered to be sent into judicial custody. How will this play out politically? That is also very significant, considering it comes at a time when the Aam Aadmi Party is going to hold sorry sabhas across the national capital, apologizing to the electorate for not honoring the mandate and giving up the position of power. Remember, they have the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, had also met Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung and had discussed with him the possibility of formation of government here in Delhi. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party, after deliberations, has announced that it's ready for elections. The Congress too has refused to support the Aam Aadmi Party to prop up an AAP government here in Delhi. Well, there has been political volatility as far as Delhi is concerned, but this move, that to an order from the court, may have political impact, political bearing on how things may pan out here on. Arvind Kejriwal, who refused to give a bail bond in Nitin Gadkari defamation case, has now been ordered to be sent to judicial custody till the 23rd of this month. We'll try and get you more reactions. In the meantime, let's listen in to the BJP Leaders Council.
आज 4 बजे जज साहब ने ऑर्डर किया कि केजरीवाल जी किसी भी साधारण व्यक्ति की तरीके से, जिस प्रकार से साधारण व्यक्ति क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड के तहत बेल बॉन्ड देता है, बेल बॉन्ड देंगे, पर्सनल बॉन्ड देंगे 10,000 की ट्यून का। लेकिन केजरीवाल जी ने पहले हाँ करते हुए फिर इनकार कर दिया और उनकी इनकारी पर जो होता है कानूनी प्रक्रिया में, उनको अरेस्ट कर दिया गया कोर्ट ही में और यहीं से उनको जुडिशियल कस्टडी में ले जाया जाएगा। अगली तारीख 23 की नियुक्त हुई है। 23 को मैटर फिर मेट्रोपॉलिटन मजिस्ट्रेट के सामने सुनवाई आगे होगी उसमें।
So Arvind Kejriwal certainly will remain in news. He says he's ready to give an undertaking that he will be present for every hearing in the court, but he has refused to furnish a bail bond to secure bail in this case, which is why the court has ordered that Arvind Kejriwal should be sent to judicial custody for 2 days before the next hearing comes up, that is on the 23rd of this month. This is in connection with Nitin Gadkari defamation case. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal had released a list of political leaders, calling them India's most corrupt. One of them was former BJP chief Nitin Gadkari, who had filed a defamation case in the Delhi court. The court now ordering Arvind Kejriwal to be sent into judicial custody for 2 days. I believe Jaskirat Singh Bawa is back with us. Jaskirat, keeping the court order aside for a moment, just looking at how the politics in Delhi had played out over the last couple of days, ever since the Aam Aadmi Party received a drubbing in the election, in Delhi elections, it's certainly going to have a bearing on how here on things may play out. Well, profuse apologies. It seems we are having some trouble connecting with our correspondent. We earlier showed you Pinky Anand, who is Nitin Gadkari's lawyer, who said that for bail one needs to submit a bail bond, and since Mr. Kejriwal refused to do so, he is now being sent into judicial custody. Arvind Kejriwal should be sent to judicial custody after he refused to file a bail bond in a defamation case filed by Nitin Gadkari. For more, we have Jaskirat Singh Bawa joining us right now. Jaskirat, just take us through what really happened inside the courtroom. We heard from the counsel of the BJP leader, who said that on the refusal of Mr. Kejriwal to file this bail bond, give the surety amount, it was normal course really for the court to take for him to be sent into judicial custody.
Well, that's right. Now, if we talk about the drama in the courtroom, the drama actually took place in the morning when the Metropolitan Magistrate, Gomti Manocha, actually calmed down the emotions of the court when she said that, Mr. Kejriwal, you are in charge and representing the Aam Aadmi Party. It's high time you actually behave like an Aam Aadmi Party, like an Aam Aadmi. Why is it that you need an exception in this rule for bail bond? Why are you seeking this kind of an exception where in this case you don't want a bail bond? In fact, what he wanted is that he will appear for all hearings in this particular case, but he did not want to file a bail bond. The reason given over here was the principle that in political cases they do not file for bail. Had it been a criminal case, that would have been a different scenario. So giving that reason, the court reconvened at 4 p.m. when the judge once again asked Arvind Kejriwal, do you wish to file a bail bond of 10,000 rupees, to which Arvind Kejriwal with a slight gesture refused to do so, and after that the judge asked the police personnel present in the court to take him into custody.
All right, let me go across to Tyagi, who's now joining us to understand what does this mean politically. Is this really in some ways a start of political campaign by the Aam Aadmi Party for the elections which are now due, with most parties willing to go in for a re-election?
Well, certainly so. This will, of course, be utilized by the Aam Aadmi Party. But, Arujika, if I can tell you, Arvind Kejriwal, even before there have been defamation cases against him, Sheila Dikshit had filed one. Even in that case, the judge had asked them to take the bail. In that also, Arvind Kejriwal has refused, saying that on principle, he feels that whatever he has done was right. He also believes that the allegations that he had made on Nitin Gadkari was based on certain.
Ankit, I request you to hold your thought, because I believe we have on the phone line with us Preeti Sharma, a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. Preeti, could you explain your... All right, it seems we'll go to Preeti in just a moment. We have another reaction
पर
coming.
मुकदमे लगाए गए, उसमें हमने बार बार ये किया, अपना पक्ष रखा है, कोर्ट में हम अपने जाके दस्तक देते हैं, अपनी बात रखते हैं, लेकिन आज तक कभी गिरफ्तारी नहीं हुई। आज तक गिरफ्तारी नहीं, ये स्थितियां बार बार आई हैं, दसियों बार ये नौबत आई है, लेकिन कभी गिरफ्तारी नहीं हुई। आज अचानक गिरफ्तारी क्यों की गई है, इस बात को हम लोग समझेंगे। अभी अरविंद जी का पक्ष भी समझेंगे, अपने वकील का पक्ष समझेंगे, उसके बाद पार्टी फैसला करेगी।
आपको लगता है ये पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट है क्या कोई?
देखिए, पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट करना होता पहले ही करते, आज ही क्यों करते?
आपको लगता है कि अगर जेल जाएंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं जो लोगों के बीच में कहना है कि सिंपैथी मिलेगी आम आदमी पार्टी को, केजरीवाल को, दिल्ली में इलेक्शन होने हैं, क्या इन सब चीजों को सोच रही है पार्टी?
नहीं, इन सब सोचने का भी मौका नहीं है। अभी हमें अभी एक घटना का पता चला है, जिस पर सारी परिस्थितियों का हम समझेंगे और उसके बाद फैसला करेंगे।
तो ये सर गोपाल राय जो बता रहे थे कि
All right, Preeti Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party is with us on the phone line. Preeti, would you just elaborate your leader's point here, because he's refused to pay the surety amount that's required of someone who against whom a case has been filed. There could be, he could be sent to jail for non-filing of these surety amount. What really is the point that your party is trying to put across? All right, seems we do not have Preeti Sharma with us. We have Ankit Tyagi though. Ankit, just elaborate a little more on what I was asking you a little while earlier on whether this could be the start of political campaign, so to speak, of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Also heard Ruchika Gopal Rai, the senior member of the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that this has never happened. Of course, the party would be harping on this point that it's a BJP member that they have who has filed the case against them, and now again with them being pushed into a corner, this of course they would want to utilize the maximum political mileage out of it as they can. But as I was mentioning earlier, there have been several cases of defamation against Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party members. In all of those cases, they have never, in fact, it has come to this situation where the judge had asked them to furnish a bail bond. Even in various other cases, they have just been given various dates, and even today, Arvind Kejriwal had agreed to come in person in every court hearing. But he said that on principle, he is not going to furnish the bail bond because he believes that the allegation that he had made were actually factual. He also said that there are certain papers that they would want to furnish in front of the court, but that could only happen once the hearing proceeds. As far as the party and the party convener is concerned, they are saying that they have done it on the basis of principle. Whether they would be able to again, send the message across, will able to be create some sort of a sympathy wave, that we will have to wait and see in how it unfolds and what the party's next move is. I have been trying to speak to certain senior leaders. As of now, all of them are heading to Tihar jail, where Arvind Kejriwal will be lodged. They will try and meet Arvind Kejriwal and then formalize what has to be done next. But I would just also like to bring your attention to what had happened in 2011. It was only after Anna Hazare and Arvind Kejriwal were picked up and sent to Tihar jail before they started their movement that the kind of sympathy that they gained within the public and the anti-corruption movement became massive. We saw what happened at the Ramdila Maidan. So probably that party would again want to relive that, want to try and make sure that they gain the maximum public sympathy, and this would be the start of their campaign. Remember, they have been on the back foot, not only after the results of the Lok Sabha election, but also in Delhi, where most of their MLAs feel that it will be difficult as of now for them to go between the people to ask for votes. So this probably has come out as an opportunity for the Aam Aadmi Party.